Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Connie from Furry Paper Crafts, coming on today to share with you how I put together the second set of bunnies from the Coloring Eggs set from Treasure Box Designs. But I'm going to just quick go through this first bunny that I did put together. I'll be sharing how I do the whiskers and the nose. I did add some glitter to the egg, the ears, and both of the bunnies. Now I did change that inner part to a real pale pink. It is, I don't know if I've got the color name here. It's a basil color. It's from the Smoothies collection. Just looking to see if it's Candy Floss is the name of the color. And then I did a little bit of colored pencil work to make the bow look more like a 3D bow. And also I forgot to mention on the whites of the eyes, that's not on the design. I just did an offset in Cricut Design Space. I don't know if it's 0.0, so it'd be 0.05, or if it is 0.052. I'm not positive. Either one is going to be pretty close. So I did that for the other bunny's eyes also. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on the other set, and I've got a mess here, so I do apologize. I'm not going to do all of the detailing, but I will start on it. What I want to do first here, so it can dry just a little bit, is show you how I do the whiskers on the nose, and I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here, so just a moment. Okay, so I am using, if I can find it back, some DMC embroidery thread. It's just, no, it's not embroidery, it's quilting thread, excuse me. It's just a little bit stronger. It's got a wax to it where the regular thread does not. All I do, and I'm hoping this will show well, is I'm just making a loop. Okay, so I'm going to make it here, and then I'm going to redo it. Just cut it off. And I usually cut it longer than I need. But all I did was took my length of thread, which is, on this case, I'm using about, it's about 8 3/4 inches. Could be 9. So I take one end. So I've got a piece here. I'm just looping it back and forth. So there's my one loop. Okay. I don't know if you can see it better on here. I've got a loop. And then I come back, bring this, bring my thread. So I've got my two pieces. I bring it back to form, it's hard to do in slow motion. So I've got my second loop, so I've got 2 loops, right? Okay, you want to hold those kind of in the center. I tried to get them more even, so let's see. I'm way off. I try to get the threads on the end are even there. Gotta be careful with that piece. Okay, so here's my nose. I'm going to move my camera just back a moment so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, back side of my nose. Take some glue, put it toward the top. And then where that loop I'm holding in the middle, so I've got the 2 loops still there. I'm just kind of putting this on the, I'm a little off center here, so I'm going to bring these back a little bit. We're going to be trimming them down. It's not a big deal. I do try to keep the threads together. So again, I'll put it on a colored piece. You can see there's your, this would be easier to see it on this. There's your whiskers, and they look kind of funky. They'll get better. I just want to make this piece that's not attached to anything a little bit longer. Okay, I'm going to set this nose aside so it's not in my way. Okay, and I'm going to start with my pink pail. This is probably the easiest of all of them to put together. And I see I'm missing a let's see, yeah, okay. So this pail, he's going to be over the top of it. So the handle is actually coming out the bottom. So I want to put these two pieces together first. I'm just putting a bead of glue in the middle. And I will put glue toward the top of this one, I think. So I just got it running along the top. And okay, sorry about that. Put this matching up at the top. Okay. Now, this piece I did put glossy accents on. It goes all the way to the top. Match it on each side. For this, excuse my reach, I'm going to put a little bit heavier, maybe, glue on. I'll probably put some of my quicker drying. This is fast drying too. It's just seems to hold sometimes better. I'm just putting glue on here, sorry. But what I did was once the glossy accents dried, it curled up my paper. That's what happened. And it does, because I put like 3 layers or 2 layers, I don't know, glossy accents on. And then, and I'll show you in a minute, I put this piece, this dark pink, on a piece of parchment paper because I don't have any non-stick little pads and stuff. I just use parchment paper. And what I did then was, and I'm going to do it now, put it down. I put it between, this is just parchment paper from baking. And somewhere in this wonderful mess of a desk, okay, I have a clear acrylic block. I just put it on there, and I'm going to let it sit for a moment. And I'm going to put the bunny together. Put the glue back lid on. Now this bunny does not have a face. It's just his rear end, basically, and his feet, and his little tail. So I'm just putting glue on, sticking up out of the pail, the paint pail. So I'm putting his foot on here. Oh, excuse me, I am so cold. I am told it's my body's nervous system reacting to different things that's going on. And okay, never heard of that, so new to me. I just get the shakes though. I get so cold, it's crazy. Let me get this piece out of the way a bit. Okay, and I'm going to take his tail, and his tail, there's a little bit of a flatter part. I put that at the bottom on the body here. So I think you'll see it better when I get it on. and then it's got this little piece, and this at the top, it just goes up, and this is indented. This is, I'm not sure what the proper word is. Some days lately, words won't come again. It's terrible. I was talking to my mom the other day about something, and you'd think I could get the proper words. Oh, I was mad. I'm just putting some white, and it always looks much darker on film than it does in real life. I just am amazed by that. It's what I do. You could tap it off. I have a bad habit of putting it on my hands, and I'll forget to wash my hands, and I go up, run errands or something, and luckily I wear gloves right now, but people sometimes look at my fingers and my hands and wonder, what in the world have she been doing? See, again, I look at the camera, it's much darker. I'm just going to kind of blend it in, and I look at real life, and it's not near as bright as the camera would show. Okay, now I'm going to come in and finish putting this piece together. This is actually a very, very easy set to put together. Now I can put this piece on. I just wanted the glue to set a little bit. And then I'm just gonna put this together up here. Like this. Oh goodness, guys, sorry. It's such a gorgeous day out today. I had to go out for something. I usually haven't been going out much, and it was nice to enjoy some nice fresh air. Let's see if I'm kind of just want this to grab a bit. Okay, and all you're going to do is put him right here. If you wanted to pop him up, you certainly could. I'm just going to leave him pretty much flat, and I'm going to put some glue along just the top there, and then basically all along here. And he came down to basically at the bottom of the paint bucket with the rim here at this bottom piece right here, along here. His butt meets there. And I'm not going to do any detailing right now. I'm going to come back and do that, but I just want to show you the basics of how I'm putting this together, okay? So then we have the next piece, and I have to stop and think about this. I know this goes here, this goes here, and it's actually going to turn around. And yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day. I mentioned in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, if there are paper pieces you would like to see put together, let me know, please. You can either leave a comment here on one of the videos, you can message me in Facebook, however you wish, or if you see me in a Facebook group, you know that you can comment a little bit on. Feel free to leave a message there or a comment, and I will do my best. I am working on getting a video together on how I do my faces in Design Space, are the mouths, not the faces, just the mouths. I have not forgotten that. I unfortunately got sick, so I apologize. Also then, if you have, oh, I had a request on how I ink black cardstock, and I will get that done. Like I said, I got sick for about a week and a half, and I was paper piecing, but that was about it, and it was not a lot. It's just the way life's going to be now. Unfortunately, so yeah. But I do as much as I can when I can without overdoing it, and that seems to be best. That's all I can do, and that's all anybody can do. So, but okay, I think I mentioned I put several layers of glossy accents on this, and again, I want to put this between my parchment paper. That's not a real heavy acrylic block, but it works. So, and next I'm going to put, excuse me again, my reach, I'm going to put the brush together, and again I also put glossy accents on that. I'm sorry, I'm just putting glue on. I forget. It's been a while since I've done a processing video, really. I actually enjoy this better than scrapbooks, just because the pages, because I have a little more. This doesn't take as much room. I might put another layer of glossy accents on. This one got some bubbles on. That's what happens when you do things when you're tired. And yeah, so this one I don't use my tweezers too much, just because I don't want it to cause problems on the glossy accents. So I just like the look the glossy accents gives on something that is normally wet. It's like, just looks nice. Okay, and now see, this stayed quite flat for me. So, because glossy accents, I'm trying to think if they get crackly. I know UT will get crackly like stained glass, or it'll just look like ice or something is shattered. It's really cool, but if you don't want that look, yeah, you're stuck. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started on the rabbit pieces. So we have the arm, the ear pieces, the 2 feet, the bottom part, the head, and I've got a couple eyes, and oops, I forgot part of the paintbrush. I'm going to get that on or I'll forget it. And I'm going to grab that nose because I'll manage to forget it too. So what I'm doing with the paintbrush is just, doesn't go over that, it just lines right up there. So, and I just chose to use a piece of silver metallic paper on mine. I don't know, but put that back under the acrylic block. Get the nose over here. I'm going to start with the ears. There are pieces. So I'm going to glue the tan part. And my bunny, I know that color is baked brown sugar. This happens to be the smooth. I have the textured, some of that left, but I just used the smooth this time. In hindsight, I probably would have used caramel. I just thought, well, I'll just use it a little bit lighter. I still like caramel the best of American Crafts. And the baked brown sugar is also American Crafts. Okay, so there's one ear. Start hearing my teeth chatter. Don't worry, I'm okay. I just get cold easy. So I don't know why it took me, when I started paper piecing, bunny ears were so difficult. I couldn't get them put together right. A lot of times you didn't have this whole bottom back ear piece, you just had this little piece here, and I didn't get that on straight. And I could not get them. Let's see if I can get this apart. No. I had a problem with the other one too. Just gotta take my glasses off. I gotta cut this. That's what happens when I talk too much. You're not going to see it, except if you look at the back, that I cut it off, but I didn't like that showing. All right. One thing I want to come back and show you on this one, this paw right here is like this. You put it on separate because this is, well, the body's somewhat the same. Okay, but you put the eggs together and then you put the front paw on. So I forgot to mention that when I was showing you that. This one, I'm just going to dry paper piece it quick here. It's the head, the ears come on. No lower this time, which is odd to me, but because of the pail. And I cut these at the size they came in on Design Space. I did not, okay, I'm missing a paw. I thought I was earlier. And I had it. Oh, there it is. Oh, goodness. Long day. Okay. This is kind of going to go like this where his eyes are, and then goes like that. So anyway, I forgot I was saying. I made them the size they came in to Design Space. They're a little bit bigger. You could cut them certainly smaller. I have a scrapbook layout in mind, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these or not, but sometimes when I'm scrapbooking, let's see if I can show you this. I'm going to kind of line this up. This head has to go on pretty much straight. But anyway, when I'm scrapbooking, a lot of times I figure out what I want for my design and then for my layout, and then I'll cut my pieces accordingly. So sometimes I cut my pieces bigger. Just want you to know that. I'm going to go ahead and put his paws on so we can get going here. I talk too much. I can get these on better this time. And I used the coloring, the ink on the baked brown sugar. I used almond from Great, Close to My Heart. And then I used crumb cake from Stampin' Up. When I used the almond, and it's the base color you put it on makes a big difference, but it got kind of reddish brown, and it was pretty dark, and that was on this one. And then when I let it dry, it got real light. But I was so mad. I just, wrecked my piece. The ears are designed to come down like this, so I'm gonna put some glue here and a little bit here, and again I'm gonna kind of line this up so I can get these somewhat straight, and they go in a ways. So, And they were coming down by the bottom of his cheek, which was odd to me. But again, because of the pail, that's how they have it going, so. Okay. Get this underneath, and I want it to come down to that one. When I line them up with my grid here, I can get a better, they're more even. Okay, I'm going to glue these on. I'm not going to just tack them down first. I've got a little bit of a little piece of black that didn't cut off good. Kind of want to just place them though first. Now these whites are a little bit bigger than the others, and that's okay. Pencil. I use a lot of pencils for my paper pasting. That way I can erase. I know that one shifted a little bit, but that's okay. I just kind of figuring out where I want stuff first. Okay, we're good. In this case, the pencil marks are going to get covered up with, if they show, they're going to get covered up with the chalk and the black markers. So okay, so I have to put, then what I would do is I have to finish the eyes and everything, but then this gets glued down. Okay, kind of get it fairly straight. I'll put his nose on. That I can do. Yeah. I don't tack it down good until I know it's where I want it. Well, that wasn't right. Very good. To finish his whiskers, all you do, this loop that's in there, I just hold the nose, pull that string or thread taut, cut it, do the other side, cut it, and trim them fairly even. Okay, and then these three are pretty good. And then I play with them because sometimes they get, like, that was at the bottom, that thread, and it should actually go at the top. And then just kind of spread them out how they need to go. I untwist them. Let's see. Okay, I'll just kind of keep playing with them, but I think this one's the problem. It goes in the middle. Well, you get the gist of what. Come on. There. And just kind of play with them. They'll move around some for you. And sometimes I gotta get them in the right order first. This one's in the middle. And then somewhat times what I'll take is I'll try the colored pencil if that'll work. I just try to curl them up. Sometimes it'll work and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, curls them up a little. So that is that. Once you get the bucket on here, I always think they look so crazy without their eyes finished. Take the arm, it's going to go like this, and holding on to the pail handle and the paintbrush. Let's get that in there. Forgot, I'm sorry. Get that in there. That would go under that, and there you have your finished piece. So I'm going to finish the detailing of it, and I'll put that at the end of the video on both of the pieces here. Get this one in here. But thanks for watching. Have a good day. Take care.